Hello and welcome back to Coating Gaming. We are here for episode number 94 of our 1860 Munich FM20 series, and in today's episode we have the final group game of the Champions League and then a Bundesliga game at home to Hamburg. And as you can see, we currently sit third place in the Bundesliga. We are 6 points off Bayern Munich, who are in first position. And if you have a look at the schedule, this is why. So I believe it was the two losses back to back, and we played a massive amount of games just to clear this group stage out. And to be fair to us, we've been pretty good. So we've only lost once in this run. We beat Kaiserslautern 2-0, Heidenheim 2-0, Eindhoven 4-1 in the Champions League, Freiburg 3-0. We lost to Augsburg 1-0. Which was aggravating. They got an early goal and just defended the entire game. Copenhagen, we won 4-0 in the Champions League. We won 3-0 against Hoffenheim. We destroyed Mainz 5-1 in the DFB-Pokal second round. We won 3-1 against Stuttgart, 5-0 on the return leg to Copenhagen in the Champions League. We drew 2-2 with Bayer Leverkusen, which was a bit of an annoying game, but a last-minute equaliser by Suarez got us a point. Arsenal at home we beat 2-0, which made sure we qualified, and I believe it made sure we qualified top of the group as well, because I believe it goes head to head first in the Champions League. Even if it doesn't, we've got a very good goal difference. Then we beat Dortmund 2-0 off the back of our Arsenal victory, and then we just edged out Borussia Mönchengladbach 1-0, and we sit in third position in the Bundesliga. We have qualified first, so it does seem to go head to head first, and we lost to Arsenal but then beat them, I believe, lost 2-1 and then we beat them 2-0, so we've got more goals on the board, 3-2 for that one. So we have qualified first. So the Eindhoven game is just a bit of a get the fringe players to have a game type thing, and obviously the Hamburg game is going to be massive because it is currently third versus fifth in the Bundesliga. 2 points separate us. It's going to be a massive game. And bearing that in mind, this is the team we're going to put out for this game against Eindhoven in the Champions League. We've got Ramirez in goal, a back four of Bell, Lastra, Stoyanov and Dimitri. We've got Karaballi and Menard in the midfield too, with Andari, Becker, Hernan and Sherdan up front. And essentially we are just giving people game time, as I've accidentally done something there. I don't know what I've done. Ooh, what did I change? I changed something. Something changed. I've got rid of 6. I've got rid of number 6. Hall, get back in there. I got rid of sub 6. That is mental. But yes, this is a team we're going to face for them. Hopefully we can get a good result. We don't even need a good result here, but it'll be nice to finish off the group game with another win. Obviously, have rotated because the league at the moment in time is more important. We qualified. It doesn't matter. We need to get more wins on the board, and if we're going to catch Bayern Munich, who are the pace setters currently. Obviously, it was Schalke to begin with, but then they've sort of dropped off against other teams. But Bayern don't normally lose a game. Yeah, we've been on a good run lately. Go out there and impress me. Obviously, this is going to be your first time seeing our new backup keeper, Adrian Ramirez, from the Mexican keeper from Guadalajara, something or other. I can't remember which Guadalajara team it was. We kept him for 20.5 million. And he has played a fair few cup games for us. He is the cup keeper for the DFB-Pokal. I think he's a 3-star backup, so he's very good deputy, as Andari has a throw on this near side. Chips in towards the middle of the area. Manoz picks the ball back up, finds Dimitri in the area, now runs forward, beats his man, has a shot. He's tackled just at the last second as he's about to unleash that shot. Goes out for a throw-in. Good early signs. Hernan now with a free kick. Lastra with a header. It goes over the bar, unfortunately. And we are sustaining quite a lot of pressure on them at this moment. So Dimitri with the throw-in. Crosses it in towards Andari's the target, but Karaballi picks the ball back up. Sherdan is 100% offside from that Karaballi shot. Although, in my opinion, I believe the Eindhoven player has deliberately played that ball. He is needed. He's needed to control it. That's not offside. I'm not having any of that. But we go again. Time to get a bit more creative here. As we have a corner kick. Far side Andari to take in towards Lastra, but they clear. Becker picks it up now. Finds Andari again. Running in through. Chips in. Matty Bell. His name's not even Matty. It's Matt Bell. It's Matty Bellend. He has scored a Champions League goal. It's his second of the season. That was some beautiful play by us. Just sustained pressure. They clear it. Becker picks the ball back up. Finds Andari, who just dinks it to the back post. Beats one man, dinks it. And first time volley from Matt Bell. And we take a 1-0 lead. And as that does stand, it puts us on 15 points in this group. And we are definitely the winners, as Arsenal also playing as they've instantly equalised. Well, that's kind of put a down on the matter, as their stadium doesn't have corners apparently, which is interesting. I'm just gonna, yeah. I know, not as good a keeper, and I know we've changed a lot of players. So I would expect to concede more goals, but it's still annoying to do so. But at least we didn't concede when we weren't winning. So it's all square now. As they go long, we might have to drop the defence back here if it results in a goal. Back post, Ramirez with a good save, and I am going to drop the defensive line slightly lower, it's a bit back to being on standard. I do that whenever I see a ball that goes over the top of the defence, just because you need to drop deep further so you don't have that issue. As Andari picks the ball up quite nicely here. Hernan with another good run, cuts inside, has a shot, keeper saves. Hernan just... I think he's getting sold at the end of the season. Although, to be fair, this is supposed to be my last season, and I think episode 100 will be the 5 years in the future thing if I've timed it just right, but it might not be. It might be episode 101. Might be that bit. I'm aiming for 100 episodes, hence why I've played so many games in between this episode and the last one. Was just to get rid of the group stage, because it's pretty much run of the mill now. We qualify either first or second every season, and then the knockout stages are what's important here. As we're rapidly approaching half time, I'm going to demand more for a little bit, see if we can get an late lead here. We cannot. We go in at half time 1-1. Arsenal winning 4-0 as well. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so everyone dig in. We deserve to win this match. Sheridan not having the best of games again. He does this. When he's good, he's brilliant. When he's bad, we suffer from it. And obviously, I think you have to take into account that decent players will play better with world-class players. They just will, because the world-class players create the room and just allow them to just be better than they normally would. So when the quality of the players drops, which it hasn't dropped by much, because our second team is pretty decent. Our second team would get like 8th in the Bundesliga if we played them every game. But obviously our first team is pushing for the title. That's sort of the difference. It's not a great drop, but there is still a drop. And obviously I think Sheridan falls victim to that, as he's probably just going to run forward and get an absolute wonder goal here. He gets tackled. He's had a shot from out of nowhere. He's had another slide tackle shot. If he'd have scored then, I would have just stopped talking, because he'd have just shut me down there. There's a chance for Eindhoven. They've picked the ball back up. We need to clear this out of our area. We do. We go long. No one in particular there. I think Lastra's going to come off for Brandoni. Give him a bit of a rest. Obviously, Lastra and Stoyanov are our preferred centre-back partnership, so we'll get Brandoni on for another game. He's played quite a lot of games recently. As Jose Manoz has got injured. What is it? Foot injury. That's fine. We've got Beauregard on the bench that we can bring on. I'm going to hold off on that final substitution until a little bit later on. Obviously, a draw is not the worst thing in the world. Much better than a loss. As Stoyanov goes all the way back to Ramirez in goal. And we look to play out from the back here. Stoyanov finds Brandoni, Beauregard, Stoyanov. The triangles are fantastic here. Hernan tries to control the ball or tries to header it to someone. It doesn't work out, and they're coming straight back at us now. We need to shut this down. Hernan needs to get back in and put a tackle in as they've found the overlap. They're in our area now. And the guy that scored a wonder goal in the first half, the name is just so long, I can't begin to pronounce it at speed, has just had another great shot saved. And we just seem to be second best to a lot of the balls at the moment in time. And we need to push out and actually get a hold of this game a little bit. I can only assume that they were pretty much guaranteed to get third position, weren't they? Yeah, they were. They already qualified. So the final positions in this game were already done. So I don't know why they didn't play a rotated team. I guess the computer or the AI or whatever you want to call it doesn't really do that very well. So a lot of times when there's congested periods of football, you'll find that, oh my god, that's a good save. You'll find that the opposition that you come up against, they start off with worse conditioning than say you would because you've actively rotated your side. As Brandoni gets his second goal of the season and our second of the game, and we are so deadly from corners, it's ridiculous. It's all centre backs with 18 heading is all you need. And we will actually make a substitution now. We'll get Matt Bell off. We'll get Jean Roberto on that side. He can play that side. Deputised very well. We didn't actually have a proper left back that one season. And let's sort of just slow the game down here and just relax and just see this victory out now. And take those 15 points in the group stage. I wonder if we're anywhere close to being maybe favourites to win, as Andari looks like he's been fouled there. VAR will give the penalty, and it's Sherdan to make it 3. Can he get his confidence back up and score this penalty? Come on, lad. I need to take him off penalties. he's missed so many recently. He had a spate of about 2 years where he didn't miss a penalty, and we had quite a few penalties to be fair. And just now, 2 out of 3 misses. And nothing's changed. Literally nothing's changed. And I don't understand it. As Ramirez picks the ball out of the air. With just 5 minutes of added time. Holy crap. Alright, let's drop things down. Let's waste time at all possibilities. And let's just see out this victory here. Although I say that, the changes won't be made just yet as Karabali picks the ball up from a nice long throw by the keeper there. Dimitri intercepts that. Becker now back to Beauregard. Can we get the third here? Karabali now has a shot from range. It does not trouble anyone, let alone the keeper. As they look to try and make something happen. There's still 3 minutes remaining of this game, and I can't believe there's 6 minutes of added time. There must have been that injury to Manaz must have had a lot of work being done to both players on the pitch there, to be fair. As it probably is a broken foot. If it is a broken foot, that's going to be painful for me. João Roberto now just marauding down the left-hand side. I haven't seen it in a while. Sheridan has a shot. That is saved by the keeper. But to be fair, it does mean that if Manaz is out for a long period of time, it does mean that Becker can get into the team more often. I have, more often than not, used him as a attacking midfielder to cover Malay rather than his, I guess, more natural centre mid. He can play both brilliantly. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like he's more of a deep line playmaker. I think he is, rather than an attacking midfielder that we use. But he deputises quite well. He scored quite a few goals, to be fair. Head on with another shot, and there is all but no time remaining. And that should be that. Just got to wait for the referee to blow this whistle. As soon as Andari puts the ball into the pitch, the whistle should go. And it does. And we have finished the game, finished the group with a nice 2-1 victory. Brandoni settling it in the end. It's a very nice victory. I should have probably said it wasn't. And I feel like I might have to fine Sherdan for that. I'll do half a week's wages just so he doesn't get annoyed too much. But I'll join you in 4 days' time against Hamburg, and we'll see if we can push on in the league. We are back for this Hamburg game, and Jose Munoz is injured. He will be out for between 12 days and 3 weeks with a twisted ankle in the last game, which does mean that Becker has an opportunity to come on in the middle of the park. I always call him Alisson Becker because obviously Alisson from Liverpool, but it's Alberto Becker. 4-star current ability, 4 maybe 5-star potential. 20-year-old Brazilian, already valued at 42.5 million. Yes, please. I sort of see him more as a deep line playmaker. Obviously, can play attacking playmaker, advanced playmaker in either position. But that's sort of the role I sort of want him to take up. He can play Mazzala as well pretty easy. Tackling not so much, but that's why he's a supportive attacking defensive playmaker rather than a defensive deep line playmaker. I can't get my words out, but it gives him an opportunity, but not from the start because he did play all of last game. So we have if we put Kregelmeyer back into the goal, we have Kregelmeyer in goal, a back for Chernov, Lastra, Stoyanov, and João Roberto. Hall and Burgord in the midfield too, with Alfredino, Malay, Suarez, and Sherdan up front. And hopefully we can get 2 wins out of 2 here. And hopefully it might propel us a little bit further at the table. Obviously, the whole aim for this season is to win everything that we possibly can. And that's Champions League, DFB-Pokal, Bundesliga, Club World Cup. I believe we already won against, I think, was it West Ham, the Super Cup as well? So we're on for it. Let's say a team. Should we win this match? No problem at all. Yeah, we should be. They're having a good run of games, but I fully expect us to beat Hamburg quite easily. They are playing a 4-4-2, so the 2 up front might be causing us some problems. It does look like they are playing with some sort of target man, maybe, or at least a deep line forward, possibly on the second one. As Alfredino gets fouled straight off the bat, 15 seconds on the clock. That's what you love to see. But there is nothing going. And there is an injured player already for Hamburg. So previous injury, they've decided to play him and risk him. Malay now running forward into the box. Cuts it back for Sherdan. And that is the Sherdan and Frederic Malay of old. That is beautiful, lads. All from a throw-in on that far side. Malay there doing bits, and as it does stand, we do move to second position. Obviously there are games being played at the same time, so they might not have taken the lead in that, as Roberto is running forward and just making the best forward run I've ever seen. Malay almost gets tackled but picks it all back up, now running towards the box, has a shot, it's blocked and they clear it. Their right back is already anxious and frustrated, although I guess João Roberto is apprehensive, so nothing you can do as they've been calmed by the feedback. I think it's about time we say get creative here. Kregelmeyer pressurised by it. I don't expect my keeper to get creative. I really don't. I expect my keeper to be a keeper. If the ball is coming towards you, kick it. Stop it going towards the goal. There's another corner. Burgold almost gets in at the back post. Malay picks ball back up. Lastra again with another header. That was a very interesting corner routine that we just did. Obviously, Lastra doesn't normally flick the ball onto the back post, but fair enough, it almost worked. They are actually fouled. 19 fouls! Oh my Christ! I think that is actually playing into our hands there. And we have to guard against complacency. Do not think the game has been won. There's a lot more to come from everyone. That's gotten rid of the negative body language on, I believe it was Stoyanov. And we do have a 1-0 lead in the second half, and hopefully we can push forward and get another goal as they have a header that's almost close to being on target. So far, so good. Alfredino not having the best of all games, but I think it's going to have to be a possible double centre-back substitution for fitness issues. Brandoni definitely, as he is a capable replacement. Murillo might have to come on as well. As Roberto heads back to Kregelmeyer, and we look to build from the back as Alfredino is in loads of space, and Kregelmeyer with a fantastic ball over the top. And then again, oh my God, Sheridan should be scoring that. That was Route 1 football at its absolute finest there. Hall with a free kick, whips it one towards Malay, but Stoyanov will pick the ball back up. Finds Hall on this near side. That's a beautiful switch of play there. Hall into the box, and he's been fouled. Do I keep Sheridan on the penalties? It's got to be a foul. Hands down foul, right? But do I keep Sheridan? I think I'm going to have to. Yeah. Is it a penalty? Does that mean he's getting guarded? Is that a woman ref, or is that... I think that might be a woman ref, actually. Which is not what you see very often. But sure, Sheridan to take this penalty. Can he slot it home? He can. See, every time I question whether I should take him off and I decide not to take him off, he scores. But then when he then misses. Stop missing, Sheridan. We have a 2-0 lead. I think at that point we are going to bring Brandoni on for Stoyanov at least. I think Dimitri for Jaraberto. I think the back line's going to have all the changes in it this game, actually. We don't really need to change the front line, as we're winning 2-0. So why would we keep it fresh? I'm on the back four, and yet I'm going to bring Murillo on. He's on the bench today, so he can come on. Give him a nice 20 plus minutes. Hopefully, we don't concede 3 goals in the last 10 minutes here. This is Brandoni with a beautiful sliding block. It's the 87th minute now. I think we are going to have to change the old team instructions and drop everything back. Don't need to counter anymore. Drop that. Sort of set up shop. Kregelmeyer with a fantastic save there, as he just seems to make it all the time. But he's not valued at much. That's what I don't get about Kregelmeyer. He is the best keeper in the league, but his value is just so low. If I show you, actually. £9 million for Kregelmeyer. I mean, yes, he's playing close to his full potential, but he's brilliant. So look at his history. Look at his clean sheets. Look at this. 20 clean sheets, 21 clean sheets, 16, 17, 6 already this season in 14 appearances. Oh my God, this guy. I'm valued at 9 million. I will never get either the match rating of keepers or the value of keepers, because he should be at least like 30 million. He should be, but I have no idea. But luckily, on the flip side, no one's actually wanting to buy him, which is fine by me. He had his little stint at Borussia Dortmund, and then we brought him back on a free, so I'm happy for that. I haven't paid any money for him. He came through our youth. We got money for him for being sold to Dortmund, and then we got him on a free. As there's just been a red card there. It was a second yellow, sorry. Okay, I thought it was a straight red for some reason. But we are coasting to this victory now. Daniel Hall with plenty of time to find Dimitri, but doesn't need to in the end. Referee blows the final whistle. And Sheridan with 2 goals there. That's nice. A nice brace for Sheridan. I am going to say we got away with that, because we sort of did. But let's see where we ended up there. See if there's any games going on. 6 unbeaten as well, which is fantastic. Ooh, okay, so Leipzig can jump us again. But we do narrow the gap as Bayern Munich lost. Okay, so we do narrow the gap to 3 points to Bayern Munich, which is fantastic. I don't know when we're going to come back, actually. Get rid of the non-competition. It is December, so probably end of January. Yeah, probably the third round of the Pokal, which we are against Bayer Leverkusen, which is our bogey team. So I will be playing a full strength team in that, regardless of the fixtures around it. I will be playing that, and yeah, hopefully we can go through on that. I might do, actually. Shall we do? We'll do Leverkusen, right? And then out of nowhere, we'll do the second leg of the Champions League first knockout round. Whoever we play against that, we'll do that. It'll be a bit of a gap bit of a weird jump, but we will do that. So we try and get as many games done as possible. So thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed the episode, make sure to click that like button, comment and subscribe. If you do end up subscribing, make sure you click the notification bell to stay up to date with everything on the channel. But until next time, goodbye.